Chapter 19, Defending My Family with an Unused Headbutt. My 90-year-old great Aunt Marion from the Lower East Side bemoans with flabbergasted disgust, "Why does your daughter need to know Kung Fu?" I reply, because if Uma Thurman knew Kung Fu for real, Ethan Hawke would have been too scared to leave her for their nanny. But I can't call myself a do-it-all dad if I can't defend my family with more than an unused headbutt. Despite the fact that Billy Crystal, who is half my size, delivers one in the movie Father's Day in convincing fashion. At 7, my daughter is the youngest in her Kung Fu class, but it's never too early to learn how to instill fear into scruffy, slacker movie actors who dare to take for granted the infinite wonderfulness of a real deal, funny, fierce feminist, lifetime partner in love. At sleepaway camp in the 7th grade, I chopped through a wooden board during visiting day in front of my parents on my second try. Similar to me nailing parallel parking during my second driving test, I flunked the first one after progressively parallel parking farther and farther away from the test curb. In my life, the secret to my success in anything has been either giving myself the time to work up my nervous energy or to conversely get off to a resounding start. I never bombed doing stand-up after scoring a laugh right at the beginning. However, during my last high school basketball game, I sucked for the first 10 minutes. The star forward I was guarding scored a quick 8 points on me. Still, after I got benched and resumed playing, my nerves were flushed out of my system, and I played the strongest game of my high school basketball career. We lost the game by 2 points, but it was the third round in the sectionals, which was a major accomplishment for our team. Coach Fitzsimmons gave me a great send-off, commending me for fighting hard and finishing strong. I firmly believe it would have been a huge difference maker for me in terms of making me a starter baller as opposed to a waste of height bench warmer if I had taken some form of martial arts as a kid, learning to stick up for myself sooner rather than later, refusing to let others push me around so easily. Famous playwright Henrik Ibsen said, "The strongest are the most alone." So I have that going for me, especially since becoming a stay-at-home comedian and a father of 3. Rocky is my preferred workout music because I've always identified with the underdog, fighting back for respect, especially knowing that Stallone was a hardcore writer who wrote 6 screenplays before winning an Oscar for Rocky. Not to mention betting the farm on playing the part for his finest all-star creation up until that point in a long and illustrious career. The thing is, on the surface, I don't look like an underdog. I'm 6'4", 205, so throughout my life, almost nobody's ever tried to pick a fight with me. Still, at another sleepaway camp I attended, there was a kid who threw a handful of pebbles at me. I sprung out of bed with coiled fists, ready to pounce. Yet I froze and withdrew after he declared, "It will hurt when I hit back." Later at camp, over a basketball game, the same kid was talking smack in my ear, and I wailed him hard in the stomach. After that, we had no more problems. Violence isn't the preferred form of conflict resolution, but I never want my 7-year-old daughter or her 2 younger brothers to feel intimidated or fearful when the situation they are demands a strong response. Larger than life, ex-mayor of New York City, the Honorable Ed Koch, once said, "I do not believe it's good for one's self-respect to be a punching bag." So for the second karate chop, I split the wood right in half. Follow-through made a huge difference. In addition to some advice I got from my teacher, pretend you're Charles Oakley, not Marty McFly, before he knocks out Biff, claims Lorraine, and becomes the new age Ray Bradbury, sci-fi writer stud of his day. I will fail as a father if I fail to teach my 3 children the importance of standing up for themselves when the situation demands it, knowing they have the tools and the self-confidence to handle any situation that demands a retaliatory smackdown. In fact, my 7-year-old daughter Matilda, turning 8 in March, is due to receive her white belt in Kung Fu later this month, which marks her first official moving on up Kung Fu fighting promotion. There will be a ceremony where 8'2" will be doing a freestyle jump kick floor exercise routine to bring on the ruckus from Wu-Tang's 36 Chambers, I'm assuming. Kidding aside, I have no idea of what the ceremony will showcase outside of my deltoids Dawn Strong female Flash fierce daughter putting all Munchkin actors on notice for daring to break her heart of indestructible gold. Congratulations, Matilda Rose Cornbluth. I can't wait till when you'll be able to beat me up in a year. That is until I start taking Kung Fu on my own, but only after I floor a TV lit agent with Controlling My Kids, a comedy love story. I can't fight back beyond a keyboard or on stage with mere punchlines forever.